do 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 do. Okay, just getting set up over here, installing the new DaVinci Resolve 20. I've been wanting to install it, but also a lot of the new updates that look really cool you only get with the paid version, and I only have the free version, so I haven't been fully sure if I even wanted to upgrade yet, but I'm sure there's some cool things, and maybe we'll learn together and I can give people advice on how much new updates you have if you're going from 19 to 20, but I assume there's some useful stuff. So we're over here installing it. Let's agree, install. Also found some cool new plugins today called Analog Obsession, I believe is the name. Analog Obsession looks like some pretty sweet plugins that you can Patreon and support the creator, but also they're free to download and try. So I'm going to check some of these out, some cool analog looking emulations. So we're going to see how those work out. I know there are some tools that look quite useful, like there's a AI audio assistant that kind of just automatically levels and puts effects on things that I've seen Nate, the homie, use. Like I've actually watched him be clicking it when we're on video call and see it mix things. And even though I'm an audio engineer, if I'm making daily vlogs, for the most part, honestly, I just kind of put them out without over mixing them too much. So it would be interesting to see how this would work. Again, I'm hoping this works on the free version, so we're going to discover this all together today as we install this, I guess. Something I'm running into that's interesting is I just got a warning that my NVIDIA driver isn't up to date, which actually when I was installing this down in town on the fam's computer, the same thing came up. And I keep my stuff pretty up to date, but it looks like there's a new one released April 16th, 6 days ago, 2025. I use the studio driver. Oh, it actually shows right here in the NVIDIA update. What's new? NVIDIA Studio Driver support. DaVinci Resolve 20 Studio Beta adds GPU to support. So this specifically is, the first item it shows right here is DaVinci Resolve 20. So I'm going to update this driver. Here we go. Let's give it permission. Boop. Let's do this express install. And bada bing, bada boom. Oh, and my computer, I'm super grateful I upgraded to this from a laptop that had a GTX 1060, and it was like a laptop version, so it was struggling a lot, and the fan itself in there, it's seen better days. The computer I have now has a GTX 3060, which, you know, compared to where we're at nowadays, isn't the most powerful thing, but huge upgrade from where I was, and quite usable for what I'm using it for right now, especially because I use 1080 footage and not 4K, but pretty happy with it. Gonna update this driver and see where we get with it. Okay, and now hopefully we don't get that same error and it actually loads up. Woo, it loaded. Let's go. Okay, well, we found the AI tools section, but it's grayed out. There's still useful updates, I guess, but that's a little frustrating. But just another reason why we should maybe start a Patreon or something, so we could ultimately raise some funds to put a little more effort into this, because I think there's things we could do that would be nice to just, you know, professionalize a little bit and just get our workflow and our software a little bit better. So something to work towards, something to work towards. I feel like I've always been really good at chattering my teeth for some reason. I don't know if that's even a thing you can be good at, but even when it's slightly cold, I just get so chilled sometimes. Probably because I'm a little lighter and I don't have a lot of extra body fat to insulate me, but sun's out. It was a little warmer earlier, but it's actually kind of chilly. I had a great day though. I spent this morning, we had our Tez Tones meeting. Only person that jumped in was Rocio from Bosque Gracias, so ended up chatting with her just about life and seasons and artistry and stuff, and getting out there to visit them someday. But after that, whereas yesterday I was installing all the plugins to do audio work and getting frustrated trying to get them all, today I got them all, including the Spitfire Labs instrument, which was the last one, and then replugged in the Archetype Corey Wong amp sim and got my whole cumbia mix of Butterfly going. I got it back to where it was. Then I also imported a bass line that our friend Carson Dean, shout out to him, Tiff, and their newborn baby sent me over like a while ago that I'd never actually downloaded and threw in there, and it's great. Like it ties the room together.
Butterflies in her eyes and the looks to kill. Time has passed and I'm asking, could this be real? Cause I can't sleep, I can't hold still. The only thing
it's the missing piece that the song needed, I feel, because it gives it like a rhythmic cumbia anchor while still being rooted in the actual song. So that's awesome. I've been arranging it more. I mentioned them earlier, but they're the analog. Whew. Oh, we need to breathe a second. Yeah. We mentioned them earlier, but I started using those analog obsessions. I don't know if it's plural or not. Those analog obsession, what would you call them? Plugins. They have some EQs I use, some called Relife that breathes life, but it really did. It worked pretty nice on a couple things. So I got the mix sounding a lot better. Our snare was somehow panned hard left, all the way to the left side, so I got that back in the middle. There's some samples that are a little all over the place as far as the snare samples we chose to use, so gonna probably get those locked in. But honestly, I'm kind of liking the song a lot. Might try to re-record the vocals on the ISA1 because I believe I wasn't using that preamp before, and I think the vocals just sound better when I do. And I think I could maybe touch those up a little better. It's kind of like the one thing that's good but could maybe be a bit better. But yeah, I randomly like really believe in this song. It was one of those songs that as a kid, it got stuck in my head all the time. Thought it was a great song from the 90s. I love cumbia. I feel like this mashup of this song and cumbia, some 90s nostalgia, some cumbia, could randomly be like just like a thing that could get out there to the world and just see what happens with it. So taking my time working on it. One of my main problems as an engineer is, that's also an artist I guess, is that sometimes I don't spend the time and energy and love I'd spend on other people's music on my own. Then I have to deal with the existential crisis of like, should I even put this out to the world or not? So I just rush and get it out so I don't have to overthink it. But I want to spend the time and energy getting like that bass line from Carson, some feedback, just arranging it better, because sometimes just dropping things out for 1 second, 2 seconds, one beat even, can be the difference between something really hitting and it's just kind of being lackluster. So yeah, really enjoying working on that today. Sometimes you just gotta hum out a song, you know? I swear there's something in some of these humming things we extracted. That one might almost be worth something. Also, half the time I then listen back later, I'm like, oh, that's song A, song B. That's completely copied and didn't realize I was doing it, but sometimes they're actually original.
Thanks for watching my vlog. Watch another or subscribe here.